The Shepherd of the Clouds. Once upon a time, there was a sweet young couple, Giles and Fiona, who lived on a lush plain of immeasurable expanse. It ended at the wall of a great mountain that looked as if it touched the gleaming sun. Between this mountain wall was the opening to a dark and misty valley, known as the Valley of Thunder. It bore a legend that one day, out from the dark mist, a king would emerge. Now Giles and Fiona were happy with their comfortable lives. They grew their farm, looked after their animals, and kept home. But no matter what, they were always together. Until one day, when Fiona decided to visit her cousins. I must deliver these clothes I've made for Mabel, but it'll be a week before I return.
All right.
So Fiona set out, waving goodbye to her husband. Giles passed his days by doing his chores regularly, but he soon began to miss his wife as the week came to its end.
Fiona is coming home today. I can't wait. She'll be home soon.
But even as the sun set, there was no sign of Fiona. And as it got darker, a storm started to brew.
Oh no! Maybe she's on her way. I'd better go out and check.
And so Giles walked out, battling with the harsh rain and winds.
Ugh. Oh my! Oh, too strong! Whoa!
He found himself whisked away by the winds and landed on a small cloud.
Whoa! No!
He rode through the dark valley and up the mountain walls, his heart racing in fear.
Huh? No!
Ah, such wonderful weather. Don't you agree?
It's magnificent.
The thunder is music to my ears.
Huh?
What is this place? Who are you all?
I'm the Shepherd of the Clouds, and this is where I create and control the weather. Who are you?
I'm Giles. I was only searching for my wife.
Io, since you can see everything, tell me if he is telling the truth.
Yes, Shepherd. I saw him wandering around, but he got lost in your storm and was dragged here. His wife has returned too.
Iro, since you can hear everything under the sun, tell me if he is speaking the truth.
He is, Shepherd. I heard his wife telling him she would return in a week's time a few days back. I also heard her humming as she returned.
I see.
Yes. Now, will you let me go?
No. You've seen so much. You will stay here and work for me from now on.
What? No! Please let me go back to my wife.
Giles pleaded with the shepherd, but the old shepherd wouldn't listen.
Tomorrow, you will start with your tasks. Io and Iro will take care of you.
No!
So the next morning, Iro and Io took a sad Giles to the tip of a mountain, which was caved in and looked like an enormous bowl in the clouds.
Huh? Wow! What is this?
This place is called the Weather Bowl. It's where our king creates the appropriate weather for the clouds. See?
Wow!
Come, now let's show you something else.
Wow! What is all this?
This is where we keep the ingredients for all the different types of weathers.
Giles looked in awe at the different jars, some big, some small, filled with thunderstones, lightning bolts, and rainbows. He would watch and observe how the shepherd made the different weathers, and was even allowed to create his very own thunderstorm.
I wonder what else can be mixed in there. Hey, there you go. Now let's see what happens.
The fruits soon started to brew in with the mixture.
It's so hot. If only it would rain lemonade or candy.
Candies just don't drop from the sky. What's this? It smells of strawberry.
It tastes like strawberries.
Lemon?
Yay!
Giles also made sure to keep the weather fine and pleasant for his beloved Fiona, who he asked about every day.
Hero, Io, what is my lovely wife doing?
She is tending to the animals on your farm.
But she is sad, for I can hear her say, "How terribly I miss my sweet Giles."
Oh, I've been here for almost a year without any chances of escape.
Giles had tried escaping countless times, but he was surrounded by alarming precipices that he had now given up. One day, he suddenly heard Io and Eero whispering in a frenzy.
What is it?
Oh, Giles, I can hear someone in the distance secretly planning to invade the village and destroy it tomorrow.
What? Tomorrow?
I see him. It's the robber king of the Black Lake. He is gathering his army.
No! I have to save Fiona. I have to warn them all. Please, Hero, Io, help me.
I'm sorry, Giles, but that only concerns the humans.
We cannot interfere with them.
Giles was terribly worried, but couldn't do anything. Finally, he got an idea. He got out and snuck around to the storerooms.
Thunderstones, ice stones, and lightning bolts.
He emptied the entire storage and carefully carried the bottles in the bag with him up to the top of the weather bowl.
Now, please work for Fiona.
He emptied everything into the weather bowl. Bottles and bottles full of thunder and storm ingredients poured away and started to brew and mix, forming such a dark and ominous storm that no one had or ever would see one like it. The mixture worked steadily on the clouds, and they roared like 1,000 angry lions in their chambers. Giles rushed down, waiting for the right wind current, and when it came, he released the raging tempest into it. The clouds rose ferociously and loomed towards the plain, releasing its anger upon the earth below.
Oh, my.
What a terrifying storm! Luckily, we're in.
But it wasn't lucky to those outside.
What is this? Ouch!
Retreat! This land is cursed!
What?
Oh! My ears have never heard such crashing before!
The storm crashed and shook even the hefty mountain, and awoke the shepherd.
Oh, what in the world?
He hurried towards the weather bowl, but so dark was the place that he couldn't see where he was going. All the other weather helpers were terrified and ran helter-skelter in confusion. Giles, who was watching everything, hesitantly decided to escape again by jumping onto a stray storm cloud.
Oh, no! Wait, listen to me!
The cloud couldn't be controlled and flung Giles towards the ground.
No! Huh?
With that, Giles turned towards his home. The robbers had retreated, and the storm had started to clear a little. The people looked through their windows and saw Giles coming out of the Valley of Thunder through the dark mist.
The legend! It's come true!
It's
the king.
Giles! Giles!
Fiona! Oh, I'm so sorry for leaving you!
The villagers hailed their new king with joy, and soon Giles and Fiona lived happily together in their new kingdom. Giles had wisely protected the people he loved. It just goes to show that love for another will always show you the way if you work hard and put your mind to it. And what happened to the shepherd of the clouds, you may ask? Well, he had been furious when he found out that Giles had caused all the disturbance.
I'll get you for this. My lightning bolts will find you in an instant. Huh? Where's all my stuff?
He had been completely shocked to find his entire storage empty. He was furious as he knew he would have to patiently wait and collect all the ingredients again.
Once I've collected everything, I'll get him.
But although he said that, by the time he had filled up the storage, the shepherd was so busy in preparing the weather for the autumn season, he quite forgot about Giles. I guess Giles showed us that with wit and presence of mind, one can always avoid the storm.